at Masaryk, Cowan, and at the park to gather together to march with OCAP from this location to an abandoned building, which will be abandoned no more. It's going to be reclaimed, it's going to be renovated, it's going to be turned into something useful, affordable housing and community center.
The Tory government isn't providing housing, so we have to take it.
Homeless people have been pushed off the streets of Toronto, and we're very concerned about the money that's been spent on the World Youth Day rather than on providing essential services such as housing for the poor.
We're really here in solidarity, and as people may have gathered, we played a little trick on our friends the cops this time. I hope you appreciated that. That we took the building before we even got here. We demand that this building be turned into social housing. We demand that the provincial government build 2,000 units of social housing every year. We demand that they bring back rent control immediately. We demand that they revoke the 22% welfare cut that's left people destitute and flowing onto the street. And we demand a $10 an hour minimum wage.
The building is not a safe building, so they shouldn't be in that building. I can't condone something that could kill somebody. If somebody's in that building that falls and is injured or killed, then the onus is on basically the city to take some kind of, that they're at fault if they don't take some kind of action.
But the problem is you've got 2 people dying every week on the streets because of homelessness.
Well, does your organization or any other organization encourage more people to die?
But have you visited this?
No, I'm just saying putting yourself in a situation that you could die. If you're turning around and saying to the city that we have a concern about people on the street, you're doing exactly the same thing.
But here's the thing,
you're encouraging people to die in that building.
Over the last couple of days, we've mostly been putting a lot of our energy into renovating this place, cleaning it up, making it livable, turning it into social housing for ourselves. And I think we've been quite successful. Like, you wouldn't recognize this place from before if you've taken a tour through it since we've done the renovations.
The building's got some structural problems to it, and there's major work that has to take place.
Apparently they have the unions who are supporting them, the CAW, QP, who may be prepared actually to do a lot of that
so
work.
So those construction guys have come in and fixed the building?
Not yet, but there's been work done already.
You tell me why they haven't, and I can tell you why. Because they don't want to do it. They don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, we've had lots of support. For example, this shelving unit right here was built by labor from the Communications, Energy, and Paper Workers Union.
The fight for housing in general is part of struggles for increased minimum wage, part of struggles for increases to welfare payments, rent controls, to stop deportations, to defend picket lines. All these struggles are linked and are all part of the same struggle. That's why Keepy Locals are participating this weekend.
The first day we did the renovations, we got kind of a 40-foot by 18 construction bin. We filled it with garbage and all the mildewy carpets that we've torn out, and old broken appliances that had food rotting in them since 2 years ago when tenants were illegally evicted by the city.
The city's in the process basically of putting it up for sale, that kind of thing.
The city owns it, doesn't it?
We're not sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like buck passing to begin with. It looks like the city wants to say this is a hot potato, it belongs to the province. It's not clear to me that the province wants to claim ownership of this one at this point either.
There was a corporation that owned it. It's no longer actually owned by that corporation that hasn't paid back taxes on it in the last 10 or so years. It's technically speaking, it's not really owned by anybody, and now it's owned by us.
There's a fellow there, Sam, who actually moved to the building from Seton House to be there. How do you respond?
There are a lot of other buildings in the city of Toronto. That's not the only building, Seton House, that he could go to.
And we've been in drop-ins, we've been in rooming houses, we've been in hostels, we've been on the streets, we've been in the parks. And we told them we're going to come tonight and we're going to open up a building so we have a house, we have housing tonight.
Do we need to take care of people. There's no question about it that we should be doing the best job we can, taking in consideration this city does better than most cities in North America.
Well, 23% of people in Toronto are living in poverty. 40,000 are on the street. Canada has one of the highest poverty rates for the G7 countries. Its complete poverty rate's 19.2%, which is ridiculous to say the least.
We've been totally rebuffed by the mayor's office in any official capacity whatsoever. They don't even want to sit down and introduce ourselves to them.
The delegation tried to meet with the mayor. We wouldn't meet with them. Would you meet with the folks to talk about what the...
I don't mind talking to people, but at the same time, if they vacate the building, and I'm willing to sit down with them and discuss it.
They need to take the next step. We don't think they're going to take it without a lot of pressure.
We've taken it, we will keep it. You give it or you got it. We will keep on coming back. We will keep on putting the heat under your asses until we win.
We all have to stick together to hold on to this building. So I'm hoping that everybody's going to stay around tonight. I know CAP people are organizing, shifts for the whole night and on through the whole week. And it would be great if everybody stays here and takes a hold of this, takes ownership of it.
We're making an appeal to the community. Anybody sitting at home watching this on TV or anybody here now, bring us some of your used furniture or something that you don't want or that you're just going to throw out. We could use it here. It's time we start to build a little community. Let's get active in it, everybody.
1, 2, 3. The conditions that are there at the present time right now cannot continue to go on. The bottom line for us is that how long do we take before some kind of action is taken?